Who's in? Who's in? Who's in? Man, like Dosa David, come on. First one in, always. Just gonna log in on to TikTok, start the live stream on TikTok. We got man like Manchester Blue. So Manchester Blue said there were loads of right-wing people in Manchester. Yeah, I see. They must have beat up some black brother. You think I'm gonna beat up or put hands on anyone because of the color of their skin? Put hands on someone for being disrespectful, but I'll never put hands on someone just because of the color of their skin. Foolishness, blood. What do you think of the protests? Are they doing the madness in? Nah, they're not doing it in Northampton. Nah, I don't. Obviously, I ain't bigging up Northampton. Fuck Northampton, yeah. Fuck Northampton to the fullest. What I'm saying is, I mean, they could do it if they wanted to, because obviously it's predominantly a white area and that. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. They're not doing it here though, but they would be getting pushback in that because it is. I mean, to me, it's not a multicultural area like that, but it is a multicultural area. I mean, compared to Edmonton, it's not a multicultural area, but it is still multicultural. Man said, "Why are you wearing designer clothes? Big money now, you know." You know, my girl bought me this Versace robe for Christmas, and I still ain't. This is the first time I'm ever wearing it. Obviously, man put it on just to take a couple pictures and that, but this is the first time ever wearing it. So the black brother was on his own. He should have came with backup. Apparently, the brother flares at the race. Oh, he threw flares at them. I mean, if you throw flares at people, well, then expect to get your ass kicked, regardless of your color. Well, you know, you deserve to get your ass kicked then, because I don't give a fuck. It don't matter what color you are. When you throwing flares at people, you deserve to get your ass whooped. I said I'm on mute. I'm on mute. I ain't on mute. I think I'm like Kai. No, I don't think I'm on mute. Press 1 if you can hear me on TikTok. Press 1 in the chat if you can hear me. But yeah, if you throw flares at people, regardless of your color, you're looking to get your ass whooped. Yeah, so I'm not on mute. I don't know what my man's talking about. Obviously, let me know if the sound's bad and that, because obviously I've got the fan on in the background. They were mashing up people's yards and businesses. Yeah, I see the aftermath and that. Maybe not Manchester. I'm not saying that they didn't, but I saw like the aftermath of that Southport place and that. Me, I ain't getting involved in no sort of riots and that. The only time I would have got involved in any sort of foolishness was during 2011, the London riots. But man was on holiday them times there, so yeah, that would have been mad still. What do you think of the protest, EDL? I mean, obviously, you know, if you've got people in their head, it's all about how they perceive it. They perceive it as people coming over here and committing crimes and that. Of course, they're going to be mad. But to go around and mashing up the place, and what did I see the other day? Was it yesterday or something? Or maybe this morning? They were stopping cars and checking the ethnicity of people. Now, that's wrong. That's wrong. How the fuck you doing that, blood? Me, I ain't victimizing. I ain't treating no one different because of the color of their skin. Man said, how can a man say bro thinks he's rich? Fam, regardless if I'm wearing a shit mad looking t-shirt and that, fam, I've got money anyway. I ain't rich. What I'm saying is, fam, I'm doing all right, fam. Do you know why? Because man's put in a hard grind and made sacrifice over the last decade of my life. I was saying this to my girl earlier. No, sorry. I was speaking about this earlier, and obviously I've said this to my girl many times and that. No, I did say this to her. What am I talking about? The decisions that you make in your 20s and that are gonna have an impact on your 30s. Now, I might not have said that word for word, but I was saying something along those lines. Like, if you want to live the high life when you're 20 years old, well, guess what's going to happen when you're 30, 35, 40 years old? If you don't make no preparation when you're 20 and that, you're going to be broke in your early to mid 30s. There, and then it maybe in your 40s, that's when you wise up. Excuse the pun. You wise up, and then, you know, you get on the right path and that, you get your head straight, and then you can, you know, bounce back and that. Just be humble for 5 to 10 years throughout your 20s and that, and you're good when you're 30. I say to my girl the other day, yeah, like, she's lived at my house like for over like a year and a half and that. I'm saying like, yo, there's never been a time where I've said to you, yo, you know, next month, you know, it's gonna be tight. Yeah. Like next month, like there's certain people having this conversation right now. Next month, yeah, we need to make some cutbacks. Next month's gonna be tight. I've never thought like that ever. Well, not since one time. Obviously, that was self-inflicted when I bought that property in Egypt and that. But other than that, for the last decade of my life, I've not thought like that. Like I said, it was self-inflicted. I spent all my money on a property in Egypt. So really and truly, I've got 6 properties, not 5. I don't even count that Egypt property. I've got 6 properties. But I just say 5 because the UK ones. Yeah. So I still have that property in Egypt, yeah. Right, let me see these comments. Man said that fan is aggressive, you know. So yeah, no, I didn't buy the Versace robe. My girl bought it for me, innit? That was for Christmas. This is the first time I'm wearing it. First time. And even then, I was a bit and ahhing. Should I wear it? Should I not wear it? Big up Not Round Here. Said Jay Wise, I love your videos. Come on, man. Bro, I'm a Sparky and I just finished my gas course. Big up, man. That's good, man. That's good. But, right, so you're a qualified electrician and you just finished your gas course. That's it. Don't go and learn any more trades, rude boy. Don't think about, oh, let me go and do a carpentry or tiling course. Forget that. Forget that. Yeah, it's upwards now. Start trying to start your own business, or at least the bare minimum, go self-employed. So yeah, obviously a lot of people keep asking what do I think of the riots. I think it's stupid. Yeah. You get caught on camera doing something, well, you're gonna get some stupid ass charges, some mad charges, man. So me, I would not be partaking in no riots. No way. Absolutely not. I got too much to lose. Now, I've said this many times before. When you got stuff going for you and you got stuff to lose, you ain't going to them ghetto ass raves. You ain't going to them ghetto ass barbecues in Clissold Park or Victoria Park or some park in Leighton. Nah, you can't be getting involved in, you can't be around them sort of people there. Because certain times it ain't even about like, you know, who's in there. Yeah? It might not necessarily be the people there who's in there who's the danger. No, it's the people that are coming for the people who's in there. You might get caught in a crossfire. You heard it hundreds of times before. Girls out celebrating her 21st birthday, some light skin thing in high heels and that, short brown skirt, long black hair, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, red bottoms. There's certain man in the club that certain other man don't like. Man pull up and start spraying. They miss everyone apart from the girl. Yeah, they miss everyone apart from the girl. They hit the fucking girl. The man, they're like stormtroopers. What's your thoughts on Airbnb? Yeah, Airbnb is good, man. I have not done it yet, but that's something that I would do. Yeah, yeah. The only issue, and obviously, you're always gonna have problems that can occur with Airbnb. My number one concern would be with Airbnb would be youths, yeah, people that look like man, yeah, hiring out the property to do music videos or whatever and that. One of my brethren, yeah, he told me about some situation where someone had an Airbnb and basically the police was saying that a crime was committed. Yeah, didn't want to talk too much, but talking about someone might have got stabbed in the property or connected to someone that was in the property, and this is the bullshit you got to deal with. There's even a video on TikTok that I saw on Instagram where the youth, he's a black youth, he's got Airbnb somewhere in South London, and that some youths pulled up and that. They, you know, it was a girl that claimed to that she just wanted to just have the property for whatever reason and that, and ended up having like 20 man in the property. He had to go down there with like 8 of his guys and shown a video. He's shown in the video where like, I don't know, there's like knives and that hanging around. Fuck that. Imagine that you're going to your business, because like your Airbnb is slightly like a business to some degree, and you're having to go there on smoke. Listen, if I want to start a business and have to roll up on smoke when I'm absent, I might as well just own a pub or a nightclub. So that's the only issue with Airbnb. Now, me, I'm smart enough to come up with ways around that. I haven't thought of it yet because I'm not in that position, but I will come up with ways around sieving out and being able to filter out the people that are going to come and take the fucking piss. Because I just thought to myself, like, maybe only rent out the place for like a week. Yeah. So the minimum stay is a week. Because basically what people do, yeah, with Airbnb to try and filter out the people that are going to try and use it for like a music video or party and that, they would say 2 nights minimum stay. But if the people are using deets or using fraud, like doing fraud to hire or rent out the property and that, well, then of course they're going to pay for a week. They don't care. It's not their money. So I'll come up with a way to protect myself from people taking the piss with the Airbnb. Right, hold on. You good at FIFA? No, I don't play video games, man. Why don't you put hashtags in your video? I don't think I need them. And I'll tell you why. I've got videos that have gone viral. Okay. So one of my videos, what account is this? This is just a regular account. On my JY's 2.0 account, I've got that video where the 6 police officers turn up to my door. That video is on like 822,000 views. There ain't no hashtags. When Made You Think has posted up 2 of my videos on 2 separate occasions, there was no hashtags. When the blog pages then was posting up that video where I was saying that like Jamaican parents don't teach their children to respect their siblings. When that video got posted on social media, there was no hashtags. When my first ever video that I would consider to go viral got posted up on different blog pages and that, like fashion concept. I never even heard of fashion concept until it got posted up there. I was talking about the youths, them, or whoever, people in general, spending £500 a month on leasing a Mercedes. And over 4 years, that's 48 months, £500 times 48 months, that's 24 grand. That's a deposit for property. That video there, no hashtags, and it went viral. So you don't need to put hashtags in. Maybe it can help you a little bit, but blood, if a video is truly going to go viral, it's going to go viral. That's the way I see it, man. Man said you were most likely born into wealth. Really? Fam, I grew up on a council estate. Not no bad council estate, but man grew up poor. What should a young guy do with 5K legal cash? I mean, you can't really do that much with 5K. You can, but you can't at the same time. If you're talking about just flipping your money and that, maybe buy a car and sell it. Yeah, maybe buy a car and sell it. A man asked, are you Indian? Nah. But I've got Chinese in me though. I'm 7% Chinese. That's verified as per the DNA test. But obviously I knew I had Chinese in me because basically in Jamaica, we got Chinese people, or we at least did. So my great-great-grandfather, he probably came over to Jamaica in like in the year like 1900 or something like that. Some mad year like that. But yeah, in Jamaica, we got, or at least we had a lot of Chinese people. My great-great-grandfather was from Hong Kong. He was a fisherman. Keeping everything gold today. So yeah, I know I've got Chinese because I've done the DNA test. That's what I'm saying. I've done it. Bro, forget about that. I know who my family are. I know who my great grandma is. So my great grandma was half Chinese, but she just looked straight Chinese. Do you work? Like, yeah, cool. Someone said, do you work anymore? Fam, I still work. In the morning, I'll be getting up and going to my jobs in the morning. I've got 2 a.m. jobs and then 3 p.m. jobs tomorrow. Someone said, is it bad to rent out a residential? You know you shouldn't be renting out a residential, rude boy. One sec, I'm fucking falling behind on these comments, man. Which trade is quickest to learn? Which trade is quick to learn? Fam, you don't. Why would you want a trade that's quick to learn? What comes fast isn't that valuable. That's the problem, man. You young youths, man, you just want everything quick. Want everything quick. Life is long, you know. That's why man end up in prison, because they always want to take a shortcut. They don't want to sit down for 3 to 5 years studying and that. Well, at some point, that shortcut is gonna be a long cut. Yeah. Oh, okay. So this guy said the Airbnb host asked to call him. They spoke on the phone and then he cancelled the booking. Yeah, because of the way you spoke. People would rather think ethnic minorities grew up in money rather than think they worked hard. Yeah. Well, maybe not the grew up in money and that, but I think they think like if you're ethnic minority and you've got money, not saying that I'm fucking rich or nothing, then it must have came the illegal route. I mean, whose fault's that? Whose fault's that? Whose fault is it that if I walk down the street in a tracksuit, someone's gonna think that I'm a trapper? It's other people that look like me that gave me the reputation of potentially looking like a trapper. Someone said grown men don't sit on TikTok chatting Macca to 57 people. So obviously this is an individual that is annoyed by me putting in the title, grown men don't play video games. So you lot on YouTube is a different title to on TikTok. On YouTube it says being alone versus being lonely. So there's a difference. And on TikTok it says grown men don't play video games or something like that. So obviously this person is pissed off with me saying that. That's why they're trying to attack me. Someone left a comment underneath one of my videos when I was talking about playing video games, and they said something good. Something along the lines of how you're supposed to build your empire whilst playing video games and that. And it's so true. It's so true. Let me just break this thing down for you, yeah? So let's say, yeah, you're trying to build an empire. And let's say, yeah, you want to play video games at the same time. I'm saying that it's almost impossible to actually truly play video games and build your empire now. Because you're trying to build your empire, and then what? You're only gonna play video games for 1 hour every few days? Come on, man, it don't make no sense. People that play video games invest 4 to 5 hours or at least 2 to 3 hours every day. If not every day, 2 to 3 hours every 2-3 days. You can't, there's no point of buying a video game and then just playing it for 1 hour every few days and that. That will go on forever. So people that play video games and that, they cannot be, it's impossible to build up an empire. So it's impossible to be grinding and still playing video games at the same time. If you're grinding, if you truly are grinding, you're not gonna have enough energy to play video games. If you're grinding, you should be exhausted. There's been times where I've been renovating property to until midnight. You think I've got time to come home and play video games? No. What do you do if you get G checked? I mean, if a man comes up to me to try and move to me, fam, it's straight on. But no one's gonna ask me, oh, what ends are you from? I'm a big Ross Clark man. I know I don't look it. I'm fucking 31 years old. I'm gonna be 32 soon. What do you do for work? I'm an electrician or electrical tester. Man say, since when did you get Versace? My girl bought it for me for Christmas. Have you been to prison? Yeah, one time. I've been to two separate prisons. There are trades that are quicker to learn than the usual 3 to 4 year ones. Yeah, but some of them ones, I feel like they're just after your money. Trade skills for you. Hey, look, I don't want to diss them or nothing like that, but like when I'm hearing that a man can become an electrician after 16 weeks and that, I'm thinking, nah, that's mad. So this D person said that the game could be a stress release. So basically, someone said underneath one of my videos one time, I was talking about video games, and they were saying that playing video games is the same as watching a movie. No, it's not. So when you're watching a movie, that's called downtime. Okay? Watching a movie is downtime. You're having relaxation. Playing a video game, some people will try to say, oh, it's downtime. No, it's not downtime. You're not relaxed when you're playing a video game. You're like this, yeah, like a fucking nerd, hunched over, playing video game with your little headset, yeah, getting angry and that. How the hell is that downtime? That is not downtime. Downtime is relaxation, chilling, you know what I'm trying to say? How the fuck are you having downtime where you hunched over like some nerd, button bashing and that? It's not downtime. It's not downtime. But that's the thing. Men don't even understand why they're playing video games and they want to conquer video games. As men, we have an innate desire to want to build and conquer. It doesn't matter what it is. There's some idiot that lives at the back of this estate, always fixing up. I mean, the car's all right now, yeah, but always fixing up his car. He's building, yeah. He's building nothing, yeah, but fucking around with his little Volkswagen and that. But he's building. When you're trying to level up your character on San Andreas or whatever, the GTA 6, whatever crap, or even Football Manager, you're building. You're trying to level up. You want to be the best. You want to complete. See, women don't care about building and conquering as much as men. That's why women don't play video games and that. Don't let the statistics lie to you and say, oh, 50% of people that play video games are women. Fuck, bullshit. Bullshit. Think of 10 women that you know, yeah, including your mom, sister, and that, as long as they're of age, and I don't expect your 2-year-old sister to play video games and that. And out of all of them, how many of them play video games? It's not 5 out of 10. It's probably 1 or 2 out of 10. Yeah? Think about all your aunties and all your cousins and that, females that you work with. If you're in an environment where you work around gal and that, how many of them play video games? 2 of them, man. Big up man like Incognito. I'll get to this in a sec, yeah? Man said, calm down with the fake Versace robe, Come on. Fake. Fake. I remember one time I was speaking about this in a video. Or it could have been a live stream. And I was saying, like, there's nothing worse than fake. Like, if you imagine you know someone and you just think that they're a fake person, they're not authentic. Like, when I hear people say fake it till you make it, I just don't respect that. I don't respect that one bit. Like, imagine someone you know wears fake clothes. Fake. They're trying to portray a false image. Imagine a man pulled up in a Ferrari, quote unquote, a Ferrari. You're like, yo, this Ferrari is hard, How much did you pay for it? Like, what, 120? Nah, I spent 30 grand on it because it's a fake Ferrari. When you sit in the car, you feel like you're being defrauded. There's nothing worse than fake. I would never buy fake clothes. No way. I didn't even buy this. My girl bought me this. She would not buy no fake. Versace. I mean, I don't care about designer brands. Don't get it twisted. But obviously, if something is bought for me, I'm gonna wear it. And like I say, look, if you want to buy a little one designer here and there, then fine. It's all in moderation. I got 5 fucking properties and I ain't got no designer like that. My highest level of designer is Zara and Ralph. Yeah. So you know what level man's not on. So what about people who build their empire playing video games? Do you know what? If you want to play video games and stream it on Twitch and get paid for it, then do that. But a lot of men are playing video games senselessly. Like, it's not leading to nowhere. Okay, you've invested 3 hours a night, every night for a whole month. We're at 90 hours, yeah? What have you achieved from it apart from some fake ego to make yourself feel good at night? Your fucking 15-year-old son says, Dad, what have you accomplished in your life? Because I can't see a nice car. I can't see a big house. I don't know if you've got money. You don't seem like you got money. What are you going to say to him? Don't worry about that, son. I was the best at Gears of War back in 07. Yeah, in 2025, I had the best mods on GTA 6. No one could test me at Football Manager back in 05. Like, what the fuck, man? No one gives a shit. No one cares. Ain't no girl rating you for being the best at Gears of War or Call of Duty. I've never heard a girl. Have you ever heard a girl say, I banged him because he was the best at Call of Duty? Never. Or I banged him because he completed GTA San Andreas in half the time the average person. No. Yeah? Do you listen to the UK draw? Of course. Bro, video game addiction is literally treated the same as drug addiction. It's a serious problem. But yeah, I mean, it could be for some people, yeah. Dirty websites as well, things you shouldn't be watching, and that could be treated as, you know, an addiction. So a lady said, I don't even own a console. See? Well, I've got an Xbox 360 upstairs. Yeah? It's Xbox 360, okay? Do you know what I use it for? I use it to hold my door open. You know when you have the window open and you got a couple doors, or you get a little wind tunnel and doors keep slamming? I use my Xbox 360 as a doorstop. The last game I physically bought for Xbox or any console was Black Ops, the first one. I think that was what, in 2010? So what, we're in 2024 right now, so for 14 years I ain't bought no video. Come on, man. I say grown men don't use TikTok. Oh, yeah, that's up to you, man. But at the same time, man can make jokes and say grown men don't use TikTok and that, but the world is a better place with me on TikTok. Like, it's no joke. There's youths that have said, yo, Jay, you've changed my life. Yo, Jay, because of you, I started saving money. Yo, Jay, because of you, I decided, you know what, I'm not going to renew the lease or the finance on my Mercedes. So my content is helping youths make better decisions than that. So I will continue to be on TikTok. Yo, bro, I saw that tweet that them racists will never come London like Tottenham. Yeah, no way. No way. No way, you can't. They can get away with that because there's strength in numbers in those areas and that. They can't do them things there in Edmonton or Tottenham. No way. No way. Fam, you lot keep asking me about the riots. I don't agree with the riots. Yeah, that's it. What route did you go? Course or apprenticeship? I done both. Don't worry about tapping the screen and getting the likes up, man. I don't jump on here to get likes. I don't give a damn. Someone said, what do you think about the roots? What do you mean the roots? What's that? Oh, the riots. Okay. Everyone keep asking me about the riots. I mean, look, I ain't getting involved in no riots. Yeah. If it was happening in my area, I'd sit the fuck down, blood. I'm not leaving my yard unless you know what I'm saying I have to defend my thing. So, okay. So some chick said some grown men do actually play video games. So you're wrong, bro. No, no, no. She don't understand the point I'm trying to make. Grown ass men are not supposed to play video games. That's the point I'm making. Of course, there are idiots out there who are 60 years old that have met that play video games. I went to an old man's yard, proper old man, yeah, near pensioner sort of age, yeah. Went to his flat. It's one of them masonettes, so there's someone living on the ground floor. He's got the flat above. Went upstairs. I'm seeing 3 screens. My man's got the remote, the steering wheel thing, you know. I'm like, yo, this guy is 60 years old, still playing video games. It's not his nephew or his bummer son who's 45 years old and he didn't do what JY said, which was to not move into a woman's house and he ended up getting kicked out. No, it's his game console room. What's your favorite UK drill rapper? Uh, I mean, I like Lamps. R.I.P. Lamps, innit? Yeah, I like his music and that. I like some of them. Obviously, like MPK. I've always rated MPK. Like even way back in the day, like Ajuman and Bang. Well, yeah, with Bangiza and them. But yeah, Ajuman. Yeah, obviously back in the day, I've always rated MPK. Um, yeah, yeah. So a lady called C said, why can't he have his fun at his old age? Listen, if you put in enough work throughout your youth, when you're 60 years old, you do not need to worry about video games to entertain yourself. You should have enough money so that you can drive nice, fast cars in real life. You see, that guy there, he didn't put in the work. So the only time he gets to drive a nice, luxury, fast car is in the virtual world. I'm saying that if he put in the work in the real world when he was 20, 30, early 40s and that, you see that Ferrari that he's driving in the virtual world, he could actually be driving that in the real world, not in some stupid ass masonette on a cul-de-sac in Northampton or wherever. So that would be you. You can choose to put in the work and not play video games throughout your youth so that when you are not an old man, but an older individual, 40 years old, you can drive those Ferraris. You can drive whatever car you so choose, Nissan GTR that you want to drive in Need for Speed or Gran Turismo and that. You can drive that in real life. So I'm saying people would rather level up themselves in the virtual world instead of leveling up themselves in the real world. Just level up yourself in the real world. Then you can, you can actually live that virtual reality in real time. But the problem is, Do you know why people don't want to go down the route of leveling themselves up in the real world as opposed to the virtual world? It's because when you lose in the virtual world, you just press the reset button. When you lose in the real world, it stings. Yeah, all them cuts, they're deep sometimes. So that's why a man will rather try and level up themselves in the virtual world. It's because if they fail, they can just reset and start off again without any real losses. In the real world, if you try and level up and you fail, potentially you could be embarrassed, you could be, you know, have financial losses and that. Your ego will take a hit. So that's why a man don't want to level up or attempt to level up in the real world. Because in the virtual world, if you lose, you just press the reset button. Of course, he was broke in real life. Of course. There's no 60-year-old man that's sitting on big money, still renting some shitty-ass one-bed maisonette. Why would you, if you've got money, why would you be renting a maisonette flat when you have to deal with some idiot neighbors? On a council, the road is fully counciled off. On this road, it's a cul-de-sac, so it's a dead end. There's probably about 24 flats, yeah? So 12 on the ground, 12 on the top. But they look like houses, but they're actually maisonettes. They're all council. So you can get any old twisted maniac that's going to move in below you or above you. If you've got money, listen, when you've got money, yeah, all money does, yeah, is provide exclusivity. Yeah? When you got money, you can go and hire out the restaurant all on your own. When you got money, my girl went to Bicester Village the other day. I've been there one time, years ago. My girl went there with her friend. She was going in all the Gucci shops, wherever, in it. Nadia, if you're still in the stream, yeah, write down the shop that you went to that them Arab people shut down. They took over the whole shop. I think it was the Gucci shop or something like that. They went in there. No one was allowed in there until they finished shopping. Yeah, money provides exclusivity. When you ain't got that much money, yeah, then you have to deal with neighbors and whatever. You think if I was mega rich, you think I would have fucking neighbors? There's no advantages to living next to these people. No. So money provides exclusivity. But he's old. He may have mental issues and that. Sorry, health issues. Sorry. Fam, you know what, yeah? You people, hey, no disrespect to you, innit? But people just make me laugh, yeah? They love to make excuses and defend people they've never met before. So that just tells me that this individual here, no disrespect, not putting you on blast. I say this all the time, yeah? People that make excuses for other people, I know they make excuses for themselves. Because me personally, I don't make excuses for nobody. Because I don't make excuses for myself. So because I don't make excuses for myself, by extension, I don't make excuses for anyone else. Yeah? I'm hard on myself, so by extension, I'm hard on everybody else. Yeah, one sec. Order. You're saying that, all right, so you're saying, yeah, not everyone will become wealthy. Forget about everyone. Forget about everyone. Focus on you becoming wealthy. Eh? Forget about everyone. My auntie has a poster of you in their front room, in our front room. Obviously, this must be a family member. Who's your auntie, Fleece Wolf? I'm trying to think. Who would have whose auntie would have a photo of me in their living room? Yeah, I can think of a few people right now. I hope this person's still in the stream. I'm interested to know. the girl tried to clap back at me. She's like, so why are you on TikTok? Shouldn't you be leveling up in the real world? I'm using this time to help educate the people. Plus, obviously, I'm recording it. So what I do is I take these streams, cut them up, post them on YouTube, post them on TikTok. Obviously, I'm building up my TikTok following and that. But post them on YouTube and I run ads through them and I get paid. So that's helping me to level up. Like, I would never do a live stream and not record it unless I was doing it for 10 minutes. Nah. She said, get off social and work for that Lambo. I mean, I'm working my way towards it. I've got 5 properties, man. Man said, no way, JY's in the Versace robe. I can't believe my eyes were lying. Oh, it was the Gucci store. Nah, no way. So this Abigail chick saying, yeah, even if I had money, I would rather live in a council house and stack money. Bullshit. Bullshit. There's no way, yeah, if you was on 300 grand a year, there's no way you would rather live in a council house. If you was getting paid 300 grand a year, you don't even have to be that much. Even if it was 100 grand a year, all you do is you take 30 grand after you stack that money, put down a deposit on a property. The deposit on the property, after you put that down, and the mortgage you're going to be paying is going to be almost the same amount of money as renting out a council house, because mortgage is very cheap. Obviously, mortgage is a lot cheaper than private rent. Obviously, paying rent to the council is a little bit cheaper than mortgage typically, and that. But trust me, you rather live in your own property rather than live in a damn council house. You're saying the fans loud, yeah? All right. So, big up man like Incognito for being patient. You know me, love to ramble on and them thing there. Right. So, Incognito said, should you be worried if a girl you are chatting to in the talking stages takes 3 to 4 to 5 hours to respond? So there's 2 things here. Obviously, girls have to play the little games and that, yeah, to see how you're going to react. Because there's certain man, if a girl don't respond to them within 3, 4, 5 hours or a day, they'll be double texted and they'll be angry at that. So they have to kind of sieve out and set these little traps to expose the maniacs. Because every girl that's at least 25 has had some guy that has taken a breakup very, very badly. I literally went to a tenant's house today where, actually, to be fair, no, he had to get kicked out. The boyfriend got kicked out. But I've been to tenants' houses and that. I went to a woman's house the other day, and basically the woman had to change her number. So when I phoned her, it didn't work. The reason why she had to change the number is because the ex-boyfriend was harassing her. So women have to set these little traps and that to see if you're going to be a maniac in the future. Because think about it this way. If you're in the talking stages or the dating stages and you're getting mad over a woman not messaging you back after 5 hours or 2 days and that, what are you going to be like when you're emotionally invested after 2 years? And she says that she doesn't want to be with you no more. You're going to fucking try and off the chick, blood. So that's the first thing. So it could just be that a girl's just testing to see, you know, how level-headed you are and that, whatever, innit? But for 2, if you're worried enough about a girl texting you, taking 3 to 4, 5 hours to message you back, you're on the wrong energy, my brother. You're in the wrong energy. Because even me, in the past, when I thought like, maybe not about a girl, you know, taking 3, 4, 5 hours to message me back and that. But even, let's say even them times there, yeah, I never got the girl. Anytime, yeah, you man press 1 in the chat, yeah. If you can think back to a few occasions where a girl was taking 5 hours to message you back and you was worried about it, like it was playing on your mind, did you get that girl? Most of the time, if that situation occurs with 5 girls, yeah, I'd say 4 of the times you won't get that girl. If you're worried about, if you're truly worried about why is this girl taking 4 hours to message me back, yeah, chest beating like a Ras Clark drum, yeah, messaging man on YouTube live, yeah, You didn't get that girl. You didn't get that girl. So C says she isn't interested or she's just busy. Yeah, I mean, it's probably just not interested, man. He's not interested. Because the way I think about it is like all the girls I got, they were always easy. That doesn't mean they spread their legs on the first date or anything like that. What I'm saying is, like, if you're finding it hard to get a girl out on a date or even communicate with her, blood, fam, that girl is not interested. Girls love to run their mouth. Girls love to text. They love to constantly be in communication with people and that. So she don't want to talk or she's taking her time. It's probably because she's just not interested. Do you know what? The next time she messages you back, yeah, after 3, 4, 5 hours, don't even message her again. And if you're worried that, oh, I might not hear from her again, well, then you're already lost. You're already lost. So you're in the wrong energy. If you're worried about it, why hasn't a girl not messaged you for 5 hours and that? You know what? Yeah, you just got to play the numbers game to the fullest. When you play the numbers game to the fullest, even if you're only chatting to one girl right now, you'd be so immune to it. It doesn't even matter. And it's only when you don't give a fuck, it's only when you're immune to it because you just don't give a shit, that's when the girls want you. It's funny that, isn't it? When you want the girls and when you're worried about them messaging you from when they're not messaging you and that, you don't get them. And when you don't give a shit, that's when they want you. Oh, right. She's a big girl. She's 31 years old. I thought. Yeah. See, look, she said, for me personally, I answer as fast as I can if I'm interested in a man. Yeah. Yeah. Think about it this way, yeah? I know everyone loves to say, oh, women play games and that, whatever, in it. And sometimes women do play these little 4 hour, I'll respond to you in 4 hours after a text and that with guys they like. Sometimes they do that. But, like, if a girl is truly interested in that, they don't play them games. If you got hold of a 10 out of 10 Instagram model's number, would you be spending 4 hours? Would you be playing around waiting 4 hours to respond to her text and that? I mean, maybe 4 hours you could do that, but would you be waiting 2 days to respond to this girl's text? Hell fucking no. No way. Whatever Instagram model that you think is a 10 out of 10, whatever girl, yeah, if you got that chick's number, would you be waiting 2 days to respond to her? No fucking way. If these chicks who are paying, was it Chris Brown, 1,100 to take photos of him grabbing up their ass and that, do you think if they got Chris Brown's number, they'll be waiting a day or two to respond to him? No, they'll be worrying like, oh shit, if I'm playing these games, will it backfire? And that people don't play them games. See, like even my girl said she wasn't playing games. No, man. Someone said the C girl looks like she's 40, but the girl's actually fucking about 20 years old, man. You don't take the piss, blood. Like, there's even one chick, one white girl, you know, pretty girl and that, but it's sad that she does OnlyFans still. They were saying that she looks 40. I showed my girl and like, yo, how old does this girl look? She's like 27. I said, yeah. She said like she's between like, I don't know, she's 27 to 29. I can't remember how old she was. Yeah, it's taking a piss, man. Right, so I might say you answer the question. What was the fucking question, fam? You said month is oldest when starting school, which is September, but youngest is starting school August. Fam, I don't get it, blood. I understand what you're saying. Like, yeah, if you're born in September, you're gonna be one of the oldest, and if you're born in August, you're gonna be one of the youngest. But what's the question? I don't get it. She said, "Thank you, bro. What a disrespect for you." But the girl looks young, man. Big up man like Shane. Come on. I used to cop fake tees all the time when I was younger. Wembley Market was the one. Yeah, trust me. Trust me. Listen, I used to buy them fake Prada tracksuits and that when I was fucking 12 years old from Wembley Market. Shane said 2011 all over again. All them man there writing or go in jail. Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna fill up them prisons, man. But I ain't out here committing no crimes to get put back in prison, but that's long. Yeah, so you're saying you'll answer the question and that. Like, you need to word the question properly. John Doe said that prisons are full, apparently. Oh, yeah. So what I wanted to talk about as well, yeah. So the title of the live stream on TikTok, sorry, on YouTube is Being Alone versus Being Lonely, yeah? So me personally, like, I like my own space. There's certain man, they can't stand to be alone. When I was up here in Northampton, when I first moved up here 3 years ago, yeah, during lockdown, or it might be 4 years ago, I didn't know no one in Northampton. I still don't know no one in Northampton. I was up here on my jacks. I didn't have my girl that lived around the corner or no friends. Nobody up here. And I did not give a fuck. I didn't give a fuck. Some people would be losing their mind, yeah, being alone. I don't care about it. But the only thing is, yeah, it can actually be a bad thing. Like, when you're so content and so happy being alone, so basically someone posted up a meme or a picture of that, and it was like, being lonely is bad when you actually prefer to be on your own or something like that. Me personally, I prefer to be on my own, you know. I prefer to be on my own. I feel like people are just a distraction and that. But yeah, some people, like, they can't handle being alone. If you're a man, you need to learn how to be a lone wolf at some point in your life. I don't mean you don't have to be an introvert or some kind of weird guy that lives in a basement or something like that. But yo, you gotta learn to be alone, man. You gotta learn to be alone. Especially, hey, listen, that being alone, being able to handle loneliness, that works in your favor when you're going through a breakup and that. Yeah, because men, we ain't gonna just be able to just get a girl just like that. Yeah, unless we had a couple things on the side and that. Yeah, we can start talking to some girls and that. We could probably fucking gonna mess us about. Man's gonna be sending me messages on YouTube asking why it's taking a girl 3 to 4 to 5 hours to message him back and that. So yeah, guys, you gotta get used to being lonely. Like, where's this comment on? Andrew Tate said, "Get rich at 30." What's your thoughts on that? Yeah, get rich as soon as possible. Get rich as soon as possible. Yeah, a guy said he's been a lone wolf since for 10 years. I still chat to people outside. It's sad, but it's what it is. I mean, me personally, I just like my own space. I just like my own space. I don't sit here and think, I wish I had some friends in Northampton. I don't give a fuck. But I'll go back to Edmonton. I could go and check people and I decide not to. Yeah, I'd rather go out on my motorbike and ride my motorbike on my own. I don't care. I don't care. Do you do property full time? No, just part time. I mean, the property, they pretty much manage themselves. You know what I mean? Like, property is not a full time job. Not when you've only got 3 rental properties. If you have maybe 10 rental properties, I mean, the only thing that causes you to activate when you've got a property in that is when there's little problems. oh, you got this leak or this needs fixing or whatever, and that don't happen that often. It's not every week your tenants are going to be phoning you with issues unless the property's fucked. What you charging per test 3-bed flat? So I don't work for myself, so I work for a company, so I don't charge for tests and that. But basically, someone will charge you in the outside world £150, or they might charge you per what you call it? They might charge you per circuit. No, you said I got 6,000 likes. I ain't got no 6,000 likes. I got 3.8. That's what I can see anyway. I don't know. Take a screenshot of this 6,000 likes now and send it to you because I can't see it. But listen, you lot don't need to like the live. Don't worry about it, man. Are there riots in Northampton? No. Not that I can see it. Well, no, there's not. And I hope no riots come to Northampton because it's just stupid foolishness. I'm telling you now, yeah, if I'm driving around in Northampton, yeah, and people want to block the road and that, bro, I'm actually, no, I'm not even saying. No, I'm not even saying what I was. Fuck that. I ain't even incriminating myself beforehand because someone will be like, well, he planned that. So now it's not just yeah. It'll be because I'll try to play the self-defense card. Yeah. No, not even running them down. Just I ain't even saying nothing because you never know. You never know. It's not about running them down. It's not about running anyone down, but it's just being prepared. Yeah. Because no one's attacking me in my car. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. One of the dumbest things I did. Oh my God. So obviously this, like, say this time last year, I'm on my bike, yeah? So I'm riding through Tottenham. Obviously Tottenham's next to my area, Edmonton, isn't it? So I'm riding through Tottenham and Tottenham Football Club's playing football, yeah? So they finished their game. So imagine if you don't know Edmonton and Tottenham. So I've come from Edmonton up 4th Street, I've hit Tottenham High Road, boom. I've turned left at Northumberland Park because they blocked the road. So I've turned left at Northumberland Park, gone up Northumberland Park, bust a right onto Willoughby Lane, and then gone down to Lansdowne Road, yeah? If you don't know Tottenham that well. Got to the bottom of Lansdowne Road where it meets Tottenham High Road. I can either go straight or go left. If I go straight, I'll go down Lordship Lane towards Wood Green. But I decided to turn and take a left like an idiot. There's cars on the opposite side of the road, like they're heading towards Edmonton, but I'm heading towards, let's say, the direction of Stamford Hill or Seven Sisters. I'm in the road, but everyone else is walking in the road. So basically, cars can't drive down there in that direction towards Stamford Hill. And I'm stuck in between everyone doing 4 miles an hour, yeah, on my motorbike and that. And I was just thinking, blood, anyhow anyone does anything stupid, like try to rev my bike, just do something dumb, I'm gonna go mad. And then what happened was, yeah, I saw some youths and they just looked like they were just some trouble, just some sneaky, some dickhead youths from Essex and that. But you know, strength in numbers and that. There was someone that was driving their car, yeah, in that direction as well, actually, tell a lie. Someone was driving their car in that direction. They was running behind the car, pushing it in that. You see, if a man done that, I would pull up the handbrake and get out, and then it's gonna turn mad. One of the youths slapped some Romanian guy's phone out of his hand, and then one other guy picked up the phone and dashed it in the crowd, and little punches and that got exchanged and that. This is what happens when people are in numbers and that. They get brave. But a man will never do that if he's on his own. I hate people that fucking act up, man. Big up 123. I see you underneath my comments and that. Big you up still. So Mr. Southside said, video games are a waste of time if you ain't making money out of it. Yeah, it's a waste of time, man. It's a waste of time. The last time I actually played a video game, I went to so I've got a sister who's the same age as me. And I've got a nephew. He's 13. I went to go and see him for his like 11th birthday or something like that. Yeah, me and him was playing FIFA, I think it was. He was beating me still. Let's say we had 8 games. He won 6 of them. Yeah, that was the last time I played a video game, 2 years ago. And that was only because that's little bonding time between me and my nephew. Yeah. Other than that, I ain't playing no fucking video games. How the hell am I gonna play video games when I'm renovating properties all the time? I was renovating a property in December, January, maybe a little bit of February and that. Then what? I had a 2-month break. Then I bought a next property and I'm renovating that property. I ain't got time to be playing video games. I'm too busy. And you lot will try and justify playing video games. Like, oh, Jeff Bezos said he plays video games, or Elon Musk said he plays video games. Yeah, them man, they are billionaires. They can afford to waste time playing video games. But I promise you, when man was building up Amazon, and when I think Elon Musk, I think how he made his money was from PayPal or something like that. When he was building up PayPal, you think he had time to fucking play video games 3 hours a day? No way. No way. What's your opinion on the EDL riots? Jesus Christ, you ain't gonna stop with these asking me about the riots and that. I just think it's stupid, man. You may as well just protest outside the House of Parliament. Like, don't, fam, why are you smashing up your street or beating up people? Like, why are you beating up people? It's the government's fault why these people are here. Yeah? People only allowed to do what the government allows them to do. So don't blame the people that are here unless they're illegals. Blame the government. A man asks, do only broke people go to riots? Yeah, for the most part. You ain't gonna see no guy that owns a Bugatti or a Ferrari or has got 10 properties or has got some big mansion or has got this new plot of land that he's building 100 flats on. He ain't going to no fucking riots. It's man that ain't got nothing to lose that's going to riots. Are you gonna have one guy that owns some chicken shop? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, but for the most part, the people that have got things to lose are not going to no fucking riots. No. When you've got something to lose, you move different. You don't partake in the same sort of things. Like I said before earlier in the stream, when you start to level up and that, you can't be going to these ghetto-ass barbecues in some park in Hackney or Bruce. You ain't finding no rich and wealthy person at Tottenham Carnival, rude boy. No way. No way. Maybe Notting Hill Carnival because that's an event. Yeah. Why did you leave our school so quick? I got bullied. Nah, I'm joking. Now, my mum, I got into Winchmore, so my mum took me out and put me there. I left like after 5 days. So, this is, Renee. So, rat pockets. Yeah, only broke people are going to the riots. I'm not going to no riots. You think me with my 5 properties is going to be there? I'm not standing side by side with broke people. Fuck that. Man said the Kai video. Oh, yeah. Yeah, whoever done the edits for that video, I respect them still. The edits were on point. The edits were on point. Next area you want to buy a property, probably Harlow. I think I'm done with Northampton now. I said that still, but I said that a long time ago still, but Musk was born rich, like most rich people. All right, but there are people out here who were not born rich. Alan Sugar was not born rich. The guy that owns Pimlico Plumbers, he weren't born rich. Jeff Bezos, he wasn't born rich, I don't think. What did you get into after leave school? I just went straight and done electrical at college. Yeah. You said, I'm sure I'll make more money than you if I play FIFA with my mates. I mean, maybe if you're streaming it on Twitch, yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're playing video games and that, stream it. My son, I won't let him play video games endlessly unless he's streaming it. Yeah. No, you're saying that Alan Sugar came from money. Blood, you did not come from money if you lived in a council flat in Hackney. You did not come from money. And that's the thing. If you truly believe every rich person came from money, that means you believe by default that because you're poor and you come from the bottom of the socio-economic scale, you don't think you can break out of that. That's a defeatist mindset. Yeah. I heard, that Alan Sugar's Jewish or part Jewish and that. But listen, he built. Do you know how he built his fortune as well? He built his fortune through buying and renovating commercial buildings. Fucking fly, man. Yeah, he built his fortune through buying and selling commercial buildings, renovating commercial buildings and that. And you know what? So what if every rich person came from money? Why don't you be the first poor person to become rich? See, that's my mentality. If it's been done by someone else, then I definitely can do it. And if no one else has done it before, I'm gonna be the first. That's to be your mentality. I said you're touching 8K on TikTok. I remember when you stuck on 1K for time. I don't even remember that, but yeah, if you say so, yeah. Actually, you know what? I think you're right. I do remember being stuck on 1K for a little bit. I think there was a point in time where I felt like my TikTok account wasn't even growing. But yeah, man, soon I'll be there with 10K. Soon I'll be there with 10K. That's when I'll be making some money. Yeah. Man said, "Are you AI generated, dude?" No way. Did you go Enfield College or Southgate College? I went to Hertford Regional College. Initially, I was gonna go Tottenham College, and I thought, nah, this is gonna be a slip. This is gonna be a slip. Like back in the day, man, I had bare beef with people in Tottenham. I just go through. I don't give a fuck. But I'm not gonna be standing in a fixed location for hours for people to take their time and round up their bridges. Fuck that. So I was like, nah, I'm not even going here. I'm not even going here. I said, fake it till you make it. No way, blood. Nah, drop that mentality. There's no fake it till you make it. What age did you start changing your life for the better? I say 20 years old. Did you work a 9 to 5 to be able to buy your first home? Yeah. Yeah, I was just working like for the local council. So my borough is Enfield, but next door is Haringey. So Haringey encompasses Tottenham, Wood Green, Hornsey, Highgate, Muswell Hill, areas like that, and I worked for them. Saved up for 3 years. Obviously, I didn't need 3 years worth of savings, but I saved up for 3 years, managed to save 30 grand in 3 years. And I bought my first property for just under 15, well, just under 15 grand I put down as a deposit for my first property. It was actually 13,600. What age, oh, what was your apprentice wage? There's like £800 a month. About £35 a day. Imagine that. Man, that's what I'm saying, yeah, like, yo, you gotta be willing to work for free. I've made videos about this. I've made videos about everything. But you gotta be willing to work for free or virtually nothing or work for free. Now remember, yeah, this person said £800 a month. Yeah, this was back in 011, 012. Don't get it twisted. Sorry, yeah, 012, 013. But yeah, so yeah, obviously, man was an apprentice. I was 19, 20 years old, still living at my mom's house. And so, yeah, man, definitely was not balling. Just about surviving. But yeah, like I was saying, you at some point, you're going to have to work for free or virtually for free. And look at that. Man was working for £35 a day. And now man's getting paid almost £350 a day. Just depends on the day, depends on how much work I do. I'm on price work. So it's worth it. But you've got to be humble for a few years or be humble. So like I say, be humble in your 20s or get humbled in your 30s and 40s. Be humble enough to ride on some shit wage for a few years so that you can earn decent money and have your freedom. You don't have to. You can live the high life from day one, 20 years old, driving a 6 Series, an M6 and that. You can do that, but at some point in your life, you're going to be humbled in a prison cell. You're going to be humbled in a prison cell. Is it electrician job with a council job or not? I think, were you talking about the apprenticeship? Because I was an apprentice for the local council. What should I get my credit score to before I even bother to apply for a mortgage? Now, don't worry about trying to get your credit score to anything. Just apply for a mortgage. Even if you've got shit credit, you can still get a mortgage. It's just your interest rate is going to be higher. So don't waste any time. Talk to a mortgage lender, a mortgage broker. They will give you the right info on that. They're going to ask you for a credit score. And then depending on your credit score, depending on the interest rate. What attributes you want your son to have? Every attribute that I possess. So let me just explain something, man. Then you can't want your son to be a certain way if you ain't that, blood. Because who's he going to learn from? Or is it just going to be pure theory? Yeah. Do as I say, not as I do. Whatever bullshit. Now don't get it twisted. Do I want my son crashing out on someone because a man looked at him the wrong way? And you know what I'm trying to say, innit? But what I'm saying is, for the most part, I want my son to be 98% the way I am. Yeah? Do I want my son to have a criminal record or get in trouble in order to learn? Like, do I want my son to learn the hard way? No. But for the most part, nah. Yeah, I want my son to be just like me. I might have to close this window because getting little moths and that coming now. I've got the patio door open. What area should I invest in property in that? You can buy a property in Northampton. There's obviously where you can afford. Northampton, Birmingham, just where you can afford, man. You're never gonna lose on buying a property somewhere, unless you buy the property on the edge of a cliff. So it doesn't matter. Someone's always gonna like want to rent a property from you. Yeah. So it doesn't matter where you buy the property. Because think about it this way. As long as there's other people living there, then someone else is going to want to also live there as well. So it doesn't matter where you buy the property. Let me close this patio door because moss coming. Fucking moth, man. No, when you was working with the council, was it electrician? Yeah. I was just an electrical apprentice. That's it. Yeah, I was just an electrical apprentice. I wasn't doing inspection and testing or nothing like that. It's 70. I got 70K. Yeah, that's enough money. Yeah, man, 70 grand's enough. In a place like Northampton, you can put down 70 grand on 2 properties. So that's 2 buy-to-lets. What do you think about doing rent-to-rent with Airbnb? This is one that I've covered a few times. Look, if a man want to do rent-to-rent to get a little bit of experience and that, then fine. Yeah, give it a little try. But what I'm saying is, don't be trying to jump on the next man's thing. Yeah, stop trying to use other people's thing to make money. Get your own rascal things. Man said, what rent would I achieve? Is that from an Airbnb or let me see the previous comment? I mean, I can't tell you how much rent you're going to achieve. But look, let me just explain something right now. Yeah, this property thing, yeah, don't think you're going to be making some mad money and be balling. No. This is slow money. This is long-term money. This is a long-term investment, should I say. This is slow money. And I don't mind slow money. I don't mind long-term investments because, I think to the future. And I'm not one of these people. I don't spend money like that. So I don't need crazy amounts of money. Money don't fly out of my account like that. So a man said, so you buy your first property with apprenticeship money. Nah. So let me just give you the timeline, yeah? So I was 19 when I started my apprenticeship. I was an apprentice for about 2.5 years or something like that. Then when I was, I think 21, that's when I must have been 21 when I graduated, let's say. That's when I started earning 28 grand a year. I was taking on 1,800. So I was taking on 1,800. I was saving up about £1,000 a month. And I've done that for about 3 years, hit 30 grand, and then I was able to buy my first property. So it wasn't when I was an apprentice. I was still working for the same company, but you're an apprentice, then you graduate. Yeah. So yeah, I was still working for the same company, but I was qualified at that time. Are you happy, bro? Of course I'm happy. Of course, blood. I have no worries. This is why I don't give a shit about going on holiday and exploring the world and that. Fam, I'm too comfortable right now. Yeah? Why do I don't care about exploring the world. And that's one thing I want to talk about as well, yeah? A lot of people, like, they say, oh, Have you ever noticed, yeah, people always say, oh, I want to go to other countries to learn about other cultures. I want to see how other people live. But isn't it funny? Isn't it weird that it's always the poor countries people want to go to learn about other people? Why don't people ever use and say that when they're referring to like places like Dubai or Monaco or wherever there's rich people in that? Why is it always they always want to learn about other cultures pertaining to poor people? So they want to go to the poorest countries and learn about their culture and see how they live. I'll tell you why they want to go to poor countries to see how poor people live. It's to make themselves feel better about being broke in England or America. That's what it is. You see, you appreciate, you know, being broke, living in a council house when you find people that don't have a house. When you find people that don't have, see, you appreciate being only able to buy Adidas and Nike trainers. Yeah, when you meet people that ain't even got no feet in another country. Yeah. So that's why I believe people just want to go on holiday and experience and explore other cultures and that. They just want to be around broke people to make themselves not feel as poor. Because the reason why I say this, no one ever wants to go to places where people are monumentally rich, filthy rich. Man said man's got the jailhouse robe, you know. Yeah, for real. Everyone in prison apparently has got this Versace robe. The red one, innit? Bro, you do have worries. You need to get a new car. Well, not really, because I have the money to just go and buy a car for 5 grand or 10 grand or whatever amount. But I'm just being a cheaper. I'm not gonna buy a nice car and use it for work. But with these broke up roads in Northampton, hell fucking no. No way. No way. I'll be reversing and hear a loud bang because I hit a brick wall and that. The way I'll be flying around these roads, driving up and down, I ain't putting that wear and tear on my car. Do you invest in the stock market? No. Qualify, then be self-employed or stay with the company for a couple of years. Why not try and go self-employed with that company? And if you can't go self-employed with that company, just stay for 6 months and then move on. Move on. If only I knew what money I could earn in the real world outside of Northampton. Oh my days, blood. I would have asked, Nadia, don't be sending me them foolishness. I'll block you from the life. Oh my days. If only I knew the money that I could have earned in the real world. So imagine I was on 28 grand a year, you know, 28 grand a year, 1,800 a month take home, working for Haringey Council. When I left Haringey Council, I was earning £1,000 a week. Do the maths. Do the maths. I was earning £1,000 a week. They don't tell me about working PAYE or being PAYE is better. Fuck that. Join my team. What's that? What is that heart thing? Some team thing or something like that? I don't get it. Would you ever invest in a Rolex? Hell no. You see, people only want to buy Rolexes and AP watches and Breitlings and Cartiers and kettles and pots and pans and all this crap, all this nonsense names they call these watches and that, because they want to show the world, you know, what they got glistening on their wrist and that. They say, oh yeah, it's a good investment because it goes up in value. And some of them all do go up in value. What I'm saying is if they truly bought it because it went up in value, what they would do is they would buy that Rolex watch, or the AP or the Breitling or the kettle or the pots and pans or the spoons and the fucking, yeah. They would buy it and they would leave it in their safe. They would keep it, yeah, protected and that. But they're not doing that. They're wearing it on the weekends or every other day or whatever. They're wearing it frequently. Now, if you've got a watch that goes up by 5 or 10 grand every year because it's an exclusive watch and that, and you only take it out one time on your birthday, that's cool. We'll wrap that shit up in cling film and have armed guards around you. But you know what it's like on the ends now. Man are peeling you for your watching and things, innit? But they're not doing that. They're not doing that. They're buying these watches and they're wearing them because they want to show off. They want to show off. But you're showing off and you're trying to look rich in front of poor people. I promise you, if you get in a room full of bankers, lawyers, doctors and that, they're not going to give a shit about your 40 grand watch. They're not going to care. They're not going to care as much as if you tell them, yo, I've got 3 or 4 properties. If you lined up 100 lawyers, doctors, stockbrokers, bankers, solicitors, if you lined up 100 of those people and you said, you can speak to a guy that has 5 properties for an hour, you can sit down and have a meeting with him for an hour, or you can sit down and have a meeting with a guy that has 2 watches that are worth 50 grand each. Who the fuck do you think they're going to speak to? They're going to want to speak to the guy that has 4 or 5 properties and that, rather than some idiot with a nice glistening watch and that. Any day. Maybe one of those bankers, lawyers, or stockbrokers or doctors, maybe 2 out of that 100 might want to sit down and talk to the guy with the watches and that. But most of them, they would want to speak to the guy with the 4 properties and that. As opposed to, you get a bunch of bus drivers, a bunch of ASDA workers, a bunch of lorry drivers, a bunch of girls that work in admin. You get 100 of those people and you line them up. They would rather speak to the person with the Rolex watch or 2, as opposed to the person with 4 properties. Do you know why? Because poor people, all they care about is showing people that they've got money once they come into a little bit of money. People that have got money, they don't give a fuck about showing that they've got money. When I walk down the road, people probably think I'm broke. They probably think this guy probably just drives a lorry, probably still living at his mom's house, if not worse, at his girl's house. Probably in debt. They can think what they like. I drive a fucked up car with stickers that have to hold up the window because the window mechanism doesn't work properly. Nothing on my car works properly, really and truly. The handbrake is all taped up. The aircon has never worked. I fixed it for 1 week, it stopped working within a week. The steering wheel's got is all torn up. The clutch squeaks. The engine management light has always been on that car. I've had the car for like 5 years. My driver's side rear wheel, it makes some grinding sound, some squeaking sound. I'm driving down the road and people are turning and looking at my car. I'm driving down the road, a boy on his scooter turned into a side road. He's supposed to be looking at what's in front of him. He's turning around to hear what that squeaking sound is. Yeah? My car's fucked, but I don't care because I've got money. When you got money, you don't care if you look poor. But when you're poor, the worst thing that can happen to you is people thinking and knowing that you're poor. When you got money, I'm not saying I'm rich, but when you got money, you actually find it funny that you still look broke when you know you got money. Someone said, do you rate accountants? Of course I rate accountants. They save people money, man. My accountant, basically I hired an accountant. They didn't do their job properly. I got this new guy in afterwards and he got me back 2 grand. So I gave him £200 just because I didn't need to, but I just gave him £200 because if he never spotted it, then I'd be 2 grand down. So you've given me 2 grand. Okay, I'll give you £200. That's the way I think. Even one time I was walking through Edmonton Green shopping centre and I was going through my pocket as I'm walking and my phone must have fell out and I didn't notice. Some Romanian guy was like, yo, boss, you dropped your phone. I was like, oh shit, I dropped my phone. I opened up my phone and there was like £10 in it. I just took it out and gave it to him. He's like, no, it's cool. I was like, take it. Do you know why? Because in my head, you've saved me £100. If I had to go and get a brand new phone, I would have lost out on £100 plus the inconvenience of losing my phone. So you know what? Take the £10. If there was £20, I would have gave it to you. Oh, that's just how I think. But yeah, if you're poor, the worst thing that can happen to you is people thinking that you're broke. When you got money, you don't care if people think you're broke. They can think what they like. What was I talking about in a video the other day? The title of the video was Because No One Sees How You Live. And I still can't remember this Turkish youth's name. Big him up though. Well, Turkish youth at Holmes Harrogate. This was just before I bought my property. We was talking about people buying designer clothes and whatever. And he was saying, yeah, the reason why people care about wearing designer clothes and they'd rather buy a nice car than buy a nice house and that is because he said, because no one sees how you live. There's people right now, they would rather live in a 50k house but look like they're worth $1 million rather than be like me. I'd rather live in a house that's worth $1 million and look like I'm worth 50k. I'd rather look sort of poor and live like a king than look like a king but you're actually poor. You go into a council house, yeah, it'll be full of designer clothes and that. Yeah. Go into some mansion, yeah, you ain't gonna find that much designer clothes. Someone said, why don't you rate lorry drivers? They make decent money. I don't rate lorry drivers and that because they were too lazy to sit in the classroom. That's why I don't rate lorry drivers, no disrespect. You couldn't be bothered to sit in the classroom. Someone asks, so would you stay in the UK or leave? I ain't going nowhere. Like I said many times on my videos, whether it's TikTok or YouTube, the people that want to skedaddle, yeah, and get the fuck out of the UK, it's because they're at the bottom of the socio-economic scale. It doesn't matter what country you live in. If you're at the top, it don't matter. It could be Jamaica, it could be Somalia, it could be Romania. It doesn't matter. When you're at the top, you're living your best life. When you're at the bottom, if the country is shit, you're fucked. If you're at the bottom, but the country is a good country, like England, Australia, or America, you don't feel it as much. So if you want to really get out of the UK and that, more than likely, it's probably because you're not living your best life, man. You're at the bottom. You're at the bottom. You will never find a person from the royal family talking about, I need to get out of the fucking UK. It's shit, it's shit, it's shit. Look, people keep mentioning Andrew Tate and that. My man lives in Romania. Apparently, it's the poorest country in Europe, or at least one of the poorest countries in Europe. That's been verified by me. I've seen some of them documentaries. The Romanians are coming, yeah? Yo, listen. If people think Europe is rich, think again. Europe is like white man's Africa, yeah? Them not living in poverty over there for real, especially like Romania and certain countries and that. My man's driving around in Lamborghini, with Bugatti and that. He's talking about there's a Lambo garage a mile away from his house or whatever. He said when he goes there to get his car serviced, there's a line. Yeah. There's people with money everywhere. Now, if you're from Romania and you're at the bottom, yeah, life is gonna be fucked. But if you're at the top, there's still nice girls, there's still nice clubs to go to, there's still Lamborghinis and Ferraris to drive. Yeah? So if you truly want to get out of the country that you're in, like the UK, and you got to look at yourself, man. Obviously, if you feel like it's a safety issue, you can't walk down the road with a nice watch without getting your wrist hacked off and that, then that's different. But Other than that, no, man. It's a you problem, and it's not the country. Thoughts on crypto? I mean, like I've said many times in my videos over the years, you want to try it, then try it. But don't make it like your full-time thing. UAE, no tax. Why would you choose to be an engineer in the UK? Yeah, I hear that, but I mean, I'm happy over here, man. How to value a property once you view it. Look at other properties in that area and, you know, see if it's worth it. Put it this way, if a 3-bed house in that area is worth 200 grand and someone's selling a 3-bed house for 270, well, it might not be worth buying. But at the same time, if you can get a mortgage on that property, that means that it's all right, because the lender is not going to lend you on a property they think has been overpriced. So it's like they're double checking your checks. They're doing that double check for you. What should you be reaching for a week as an electrician? No less than £1,000 a week as an electrician, self-employed. They banning crypto trading for the UK. Okay. But yeah, I'm coming off in 20 minutes. Watch you most days, bro. Gonna shout you on IG. Yeah, listen. Any of you lot want to ask any questions and that, send me a DM on Instagram. I'll send you a voice note back. Invest in gold or not? I mean, you can do what you want to, but me personally, I ain't investing on fucking gold. I mean, it's a good conductor of electricity and that, but other than that, I don't really see the value in gold, to be fair. No. Yeah. You need a trim. I think my hair looks kind of all right still. Can always get it. Can always do the trim, but invest in Pablo or not? What's Pablo? Coke or something like that? I said you've been through a lot, you know. Grown men don't game, but you sit and talk to boys for 3 hours. I mean, I'm helping to put the boys in the right mindset, the right frame of mind. So that is very valuable. They can learn more from me watching my videos than playing any video games. And that is the realest truth. Like I said before, I'm going to say it again. Nobody on this app in the UK provides more value than me. Because value and importance are exactly the same. Oh, someone just sent me a DM. If you provide value, you are important. If you are not important, that means you don't provide value. So they're exactly the same thing. Like I said, no one can put down anyone's name that is a better person on TikTok than me. Yes, there are people that can teach you more about property than me. That's cool. But can they teach you about gyal? Yeah, there's man that can teach you about gyal, but can they teach you about money? Yeah, there's man that can teach you about money. Can they teach you about discipline? I'm the best all-round person on the TikTok app in the UK. No one can test me. No one's better than me. People were trying to put down people's names, and I'm thinking, yeah, okay, this person's good at one thing. Okay, this guy can pattern you up with a good diet. Congratulations. Now you're gonna live to 100 years old and be broke. Come on, man, who cares? Cheers. These people are teaching you about diets and all this crap. Ask them how to make some money. Ask them how to buy multiple properties and that. Ask them how to be a fucking a landlord. They can't teach you about that. I said Jay the new Tate. Someone put down one time, I'm the Andrew Tate of South London. Well, I'm not. I'm from North London. You familiar with Terminator and them lot? You man are from the same ends, I would assume. So Terminator's like 5-6 years older than me. So I never used to speak to him, but I used to see him about now and then. But like man that I used to rub shoulders with, yeah, they know him and that. But me, I never used to talk to none of the olders in Edinburgh. Whoa, this is a good one. Like, yeah, you lot should be asking good questions. Don't just, what do you think of crypto and that? Right, give me a scenario. Yeah, me, I'm a man, yeah. I like to use my brain and that. Right. Say if you're friends with a ting, but she weren't feeling you, but then you get a missus, an old friend gets jealous. What do you think it means? Hold on, wait. Say if you're friends with a ting, but she weren't feeling you, then you get a missus. And then maybe, his girlfriend gets jealous. That's a weird one still. That is kind of weird. Why? I mean, she might like you a little bit then, because why the fuck would she be getting jealous? You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah, that's kind of weird. If that's what that says, anyway. Because I thought that said, nah, that wouldn't even make no sense. Because sometimes, yeah, guys, yeah, like you could be single and know a couple gal and that, and they're not interested. As soon as you get a girlfriend, that's when they want to hit you up and they want to start flirting with you. So hold on, wait. Like, how can I refer to you? You're full stop, blood. Shit. You don't need to like pick names, man. Like, pick a name, rude boy. Right. So what are you saying? Are you saying that you had a friend? So sorry, you know a ting, but she weren't feeling you. But as soon as you get a girl, now she's interested. Is that what you're saying? So you knew a girl, she weren't interested. Okay. Yeah. That is very normal. It's called competition. Girls like competition, It's so stupid, isn't it? Men don't think like that. Men do not think like that. Men don't think, oh, now she's got a man, now I'm interested in her. Fuck that. It's either we like a girl or we don't. But yeah, girls are like that. Me and my girls watching this program called 90 Day Fiance, yeah? And there was one Mexican girl, and like, yeah, she was nice, like pretty girl, yeah, like she had the pretty gene, yeah, she don't like need makeup or nothing like that. Anyway, boom. So this girl was objectively pretty, yeah. She went to the club with her American boyfriend, and she's in the club dancing with him, and she slips off and goes to the toilet. As soon as she disappears to the toilet, this blonde chick comes up to this American guy and starts dancing with him. And I said to my girl, like my girl said, oh, what a bitch, basically, yeah? Why is she doing that? And I turned to my girl and I said to her, I guarantee you, if we had an alternative reality, if that same guy walked into the club on his own, with his friends, whatever, innit? If we had different versions of reality and we played them all at the same time, I guarantee you that blonde chick, she wouldn't even have noticed him. She wouldn't have gone up to him and tried to get his attention, tried to dance with him and that. It's only because he's with a girl. I came up with this theory, yeah? I noticed Because me, most time, I'm on my own. I'm not even with no friends. When I'm out on the road, I'm on my jacks. Yeah. But one time I clocked this. So like the theory goes, yeah, oh, when you're with a girl, other girls watch you and they think, like when they see a guy with a girl, they think, oh, what's he about? Like, what's good about him? I wonder what's interesting about him, why that girl wants to be with him. That's not what it is. If you've ever heard anyone say, oh, you know, men look more attractive when they're with other women because other women think, oh, what's he about? Or maybe he's rich or whatever. But it's bullshit. I tell you what it is. Girls, they want to suck the attention away from another girl to make themselves feel good. I first clocked this during lockdown. You know, we had to line up outside shops. Me and my girl were standing up outside Sainsbury's, 20 man deep in this line. When I say 20 man, I mean man and girl. 20 people deep in this line. We're standing, and there's this chick that's like 4 people ahead of me. One tall girl. This girl must have been about 6 foot. I'm standing with my girl. This girl's just looking back. Just constantly looking back. And I'm thinking, the fuck are you looking back for? There ain't nothing going on back here. It's just old white people, no disrespect. She's just looking back. And then, do you know what? I didn't even clock it then. It was afterwards, maybe a month after, because I remember, because I thought, so what the fuck's this girl looking back at? I clocked. I just asked myself, if I was not standing with my girl, would that girl have been looking at me? And I clocked, you know what? She probably was just trying to suck the attention away from my girl to make herself feel better. I've heard countless testimonies regarding this. People from all different walks of life, whether a man's black, whether a man's white, whether a man's old, whether a man's young. One of my brethren, yeah, was checking one black girl. And this black girl said, I would never bring you around my mixed race friend. He said, why? He said, because my mixed race friend has banged 2 of my exes. Now, I don't even think it's a case of, oh, when the relationship between the black girl and this, whoever the boy was, dissolved, the girl went and banged it. No. I believe they're the chick's ex now, but the girl, the mixed race girl, banged the current boyfriend, who then became the ex, if you get what I'm trying to say. Because it's competition. I met some old white man on one of these jobs. He said to me that he had a missus and that. And I can't remember. I think he said he stayed at his brethren's yard, yeah, in the spare room. The missus of the brethren came and slept in the bed with him. I think he banged her, I don't know, something like that. Man, because that guy's got a woman. Yeah? So don't think, yeah, oh, it's because, oh, he looks more attractive. Oh, what's he got going for him? Oh, maybe he has a good job. Maybe he's a good man. No, it's got nothing to do with that. They want to suck the attention from the other, the girlfriend. One time, me and my girl was at a restaurant. Yeah. This mixed race girl comes over. She was all right. My girl said, that girl keeps looking at you, you know. Like she told me, oh, that girl, the mixed race girl, the waitress done a double take as soon as you walked in. So I'm like, I didn't even notice her. Yeah, okay, cool. This girl comes over to hand me the bill after about an hour. This girl's dancing and trying to, you know what I'm saying, like doing the most. I said to my girl, she was probably doing that because I'm there with you. I guarantee you, if I was there with one of my brothers, that girl would have been standing stiff as a fucking pole. Yeah? She wouldn't have been moving, nothing. Now, I'm not saying, yeah, that the girl didn't think that I'm good looking, yeah. But what I'm saying is, I reckon she was doing the most because I was with my girl. I truly believe that. No one can change my mind on that. You say you don't like women that are like that, but I mean, at some point in your life, you know, you've probably done that yourself. You know what I mean? Like you don't even know. You don't even know. Now, I'm not saying you're gonna steal someone's man, but like, yeah, steal the attention away. Yeah. Yeah. Big up man like JS10 for joining. Always in my comments supporting. Come on, man. Yeah, man. That's what I truly believe. Y'all out here, like, the reason why, and haven't you heard yet? Oh, once I started getting 1 or 2 girls, now I've got like 5, 6 girls on me. Have you never heard man say that before? Yeah. When I had no girls, like when I had not even 1 girl, that was it. Like no girl, I was invisible. And then as soon as I got 1 or 2 girls, now every other girl wants to show me attention. Big up man like Mick Derrin. Big up. Been watching J Wise for a minute. Inspirational guy. Come on, man. I try. But yeah, man, that's what I truly believe. Yeah. Even big up man like AMS. He said in one of his videos there was a girl that lived in his apartment. He was trying it for a little while. The girl was just basically friend zoning him. As soon as he got a girlfriend, yeah, now the girl was sending shots his way. Then he was able to bang the girl. Competition. I'm trying to think of a situation. Like something was something. Someone said something to me recently, like within the last few months, and I was like, "Oh my days!" I'm just trying to think what it was. Man said, "Remember you was getting shook as Zola and then for that little thing. What are you talking about? Elaborate on that, rude boy." How do you keep a positive outlook on life? You know what? Yeah, I just understand that life is full of ups and downs. Yeah, the highs and the lows, the swings and the roundabouts, and at the end of the day, you just gotta just keep working hard and stay positive, man. Stay focused, stay disciplined. I was gonna say stay motivated, stay disciplined. Going through a rough patch at the moment. Any advice? Stay disciplined, rude boy. Keep working. Your life will never be bad. Your life can only move in a better direction by working. Sitting, being depressed, being sad, feeling sorry for yourself is not gonna help your situation. It's only gonna harm your situation. So the best advice I could give you is keep working hard and stay disciplined. In any situation, staying disciplined can always help. Even if a family member passes away, if you stay disciplined, you ain't gonna turn to drugs. I know a man that turned to drugs because his mom died. How the fuck's that helping you? How the fuck is turning to drugs gonna help you deal with the death of your mom? What the fuck is this guy talking about? The thing from like 6 years ago, you weren't trying to leave your yard for 1 to 2 weeks. What the fuck? Oh, I ain't got a clue what you're talking about, rude boy. Man said 6 years ago, blood. I ain't been on road like that for over 12 years. So what the hell would have been happening to me? Why I wouldn't want to leave my yard for 6 years? Man be making up stuff, you know. He will be making up stuff. What did someone say? Tell them what happened to you in prison. Blood, nothing happened to me in prison. If I landed a good job at 18 making 6K, should I go uni? What is the job? And what you need to ask yourself is, yeah, okay, fair enough, you're making 6K at uni. Yeah, fair enough. You're making 6K at 18. Fair enough. But what happens if you get fired from that job? Or what happens if you get made redundant? Can you get another job that easily? Like, can you literally walk out of that job and get another job? And then get another job and another job? If the answer is yeah, well then fuck it. But if it's like a one-hit wonder, if lightning only strikes once, then nah, go uni still. Covered up in 5 minutes. 5 minutes, 5 minutes. All jokes aside though, what was your favorite video game growing up? Oh, my favorite experience playing video games was Vice City. So GTA Vice City, that was the best experience I've ever had. So Sachin or something like that. He said, yeah, just stuff's out of your control. Like what? Elaborate a little bit more, please. Ever played a Getaway on PS2? Yeah. I don't know if I owned that game, but I definitely borrowed it from a friend. I swear it was based in London as well, isn't it? That game there was good still. I don't think I completed it though. Blood, you are talking shit, blood. Don't you know? Hold on, mate. Don't you know when? But it was years back when Zola was fresh out, and you had arguments with the man then for moving wrong. You was avoiding everyone for weeks. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, you be chatting some shit. You got me mixed up with someone else, really, boy. You got me mixed up with someone else. Edmonton was the fucking playground for me. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you got me mixed up with someone else. I don't know. Maybe there was some little politics going on in the ends with certain youths. Because I remember, obviously, there was one time, yeah, like where, like, apparently, like Zola and them lot were on some of the DA youngers, yeah. And then, to be fair, actually, them lot actually started their own thing. Was it DGR, Dark Green Riders, or something like that? So maybe that's what you're talking about. But fam, no one was on to me, bro. No way. Especially not 6 years ago. 6 years ago, I would have been 25. I was working. I went on road 6 years ago. I jumped off road when I was 19. I've been off road since 2011, 2012. So whatever 6 years ago you're talking about, rude boy, that ain't me. Maybe you're trying to still lump me in with them DA youths and that. But yeah, I weren't involved in them things there. Not 6 years ago. Nah. If you was talking about maybe if you say, oh, something happened 12 years ago, then yeah, I could have been lumped in that time frame. But I wasn't even on road at 25. Even if it was 10 years ago. No, man jumped off road 12 years ago when I was 19. So I don't know what you're talking about, boy. Why girls be playing too much game? Girls don't really play games with guys they like, you know. Ask yourself this question, rude boy. The girls that were onto you, the girls that were easy, and when I say easy, I don't mean spreading their legs. I'm not talking about that. I'm just easy just to link up with, just easy to, you know what I mean, innit? No, yeah. The girls that were easy, how did they act? Did they play games? No. Girls don't really play games. Put them on a date with Drake or Chris Brown. See if they play Ross Clark games. Put them on a date with a guy they consider to be a 10. See if they play games. They don't. They don't. Now, in the history of the world, has a girl played games with guys that she thinks are 10 or likes? Of course. But what I'm saying is typically girls don't really play games. They don't play games. No, I got the 6 years wrong. God knows what year, but yeah, maybe they thought you was messing with the youngest two. Yeah, no, I think what happened there was yeah, I think there was some issues with the olders and some and the youngers and that. But yeah, I wasn't involved in that. I wasn't even on road then. He was trying to avoid. No, there was one time, yeah. Basically, no, I ain't even say, it, but yeah, nah, it's just stupidness. Yeah. But big ups all anyway. Do you remember Tion Wayne from back in the day? Yeah, man, that's man that man rubbed shoulders with. Like, I knew him before he was a rapper. You know what I mean? He he's strong though. I'd say in Edmonton, Tion Wayne, top 2, top 3 strongest in Edmonton. If I was gonna put money on him to fight people in Edmonton, I'd always put money on him. Like, knockout artist, known for knocking man. It was it something to do with you wrapping up one of Zolai's guys? I didn't beat up Zolai's people. Nah, that must have been someone else. I did not beat up none of Zolai's people. Nah, I don't. Nah, must have been someone else that beat up one of these people. And I said, wait, grown men can't play PlayStation. Nah, fam. I said, what was your thing then, bro? What are you talking about? Nah, it's something so stupid. You won't even know, people. It's just something silly. This time, I think man was in school as well. It's just something stupid. What's the worst you've been betrayed by someone close to you? I had an ex-girlfriend steal from me, you know. That's a big violation still. So what? Hey, what area you? Oh, so you're probably from Edmonton, innit? So what? You from Edmonton, and how old are you? How did you know Tion Wayne? Just in the area. Just in the area. It's one of the man them, innit? Remember when you was on live and my man called you asking if Donny got things back in the day? Yeah, he wasn't referring to him. He wasn't referring to him. He was referring to someone that's the same, well, 1 year older than me. So he wasn't referring to my man. You're 34. So you're saying you're from Edmonton though, yeah? Obviously, yeah. What school did you go to? Have you ever had beef with the Marlies? Nah. I said, you better not be lying. The hell? Man, man trying to threaten me, you know. You better not be lying. Back in the day, did a lot of you, man... hold on, wait. Back in the day, did a lot of a man look up to Scorch at the time he was doing his acting thing? What acting thing? He definitely was the worst on FIFA out of his friendship group. Yeah, I was. I didn't play FIFA. When he got his role in Top Boy, fam, I don't know what the streets were saying about Scorcher. I didn't even know. I didn't even know Scorcher was in Top Boy. I can't even remember him being in Top Boy. Bro, I got kicked out of school in year 8, you know. So we saying what? What are you, Congolese or Angolan or something like that? Saying you speak Lingala. Big up my Angolan and my Congolese brothers. You're from Angola, yeah? Oh, this V guy's Angolan as well. Yeah, man. Big up all my Angolan brothers, man, used to roll with. Man like Marcelino. Who else? Wanja. Nos. I'm trying to think of the ones that were actually Angolan. Smokey. Well, Congolese Angolan. Mardashe. Master Can. Big name, man. Up. How comes a lot of people claim to be like Congolese and Angolan as well? Like a lot of men I met, like they're like, oh yeah, I'm Congolese and Angolan. Is that quite normal for people to be half half? Yeah. We seen each other bare times back in the day. LOL. I'm like 5'6", was always in black jacket and a blue one. I know who you are. I think I know who you are. Right. How do I say this without baiting out a man's name? Man United. Is that you, yeah? Man United. Is that you? Oh, I remember you. Oh, yeah. Do you remember that time I did mash up someone a few years ago and they ran into the shop saying beef. I mash him up because back in the day he bumped me for some weed, £200. Caught his ass. His head started turning around to see if any of his brethren was nearby. Jay White, my boy wants to buy 400 Chrome Heart t-shirt and 900 Berry jeans. Get on to him, please. Tell him not to waste his money on that shit, man. But yeah, man, big you up still. I remember you still. I remember you still. Yeah, the reason why I said big up man like Wanja, I saw him a couple years ago still. Probably like last year. So I've got a serious question though. What circumstances would it take for you to jump on your? Nah, never again, man. I've got too much to lose, man. What difference you see in your ends now compared to your day? I mean, do you know what? Yeah, as an adult, Edmonton is a different place. You know, like I don't even see gang activity and that. Like, I don't know. It's just different. When you're an adult, you don't. The ends don't seem the same no more. Right, coming off in 2 minutes. Do you remember Ty? Who's Ty? Maybe try and elaborate without baiting it out too much. I don't know who Ty is. Ty. I don't remember anyone with that name. Maybe they might go. I might know them as with a different name. I'm not too sure. Light skin brother, you wrapped up one time. Nah, I don't. Nah, I wouldn't. Nah, I remember. I got good memory. Nah, I weren't there. What was it over? You know what? I heard, yeah. Yeah, what was it over? And I'm going to say something that I heard. I say, yo, J-Ross, my boy keeps wearing these gay urban clothes. Any worse for him? Hey, each to their own, mate. You do what you want to do. No, I don't remember. Anyway, there's one youth, yeah, that went to, well, I heard allegedly, yeah, there's a youth called Jason. Apparently, he passed away. He's the same age as me, so he's like 31. He went to school with all Lino and them lot. Apparently, he passed away, you know. It's either the Jason you or Nathan, one of the two. Is that true? I don't know. I heard that one you called Jason or Nathan. I know both of them back in the day, but apparently one of them passed away. Nah. Jason, he went to Salisbury. He went Salisbury. But that's what I heard. Someone said either Jason or Nathan. I can't remember who it is. Okay. So he's off the radar though. Coming off in 1 minute, yeah? I was supposed to come off at 11 o'clock. Okay. Right, man's literally trying to fake his own death, you know. That's crazy. Remember one video you talked about how some your boys talk only about back in the day, this way. No. I never used to talk to Zola like that. Nah. Me personally, I never really spoke to any of the oldest and the ends. I used to just nod my head. That's it. Yeah, that's the way it goes, man. Do you still ride bikes? Yeah. Obviously, you must be a rider as well yourself. We saying you got what bike you got, rider? Would you recommend cash buyers buy first yard in cash? No way. Always get a mortgage, man. So yeah. Yes, my bro. So it's got Yamaha R1, I'm gonna get MTOZ. What's an MTOZ? MT07. What's that? You can still get a buy-to-let property with no employment history. There are lenders, yeah, that will allow you to get a mortgage, a buy-to-let mortgage, with no income. With no income or a minimum of 12,500 or 25,000. Coming off in 10 seconds. Oh yeah, trust me, I know Zola was only 5'3", and people in the ends were shook. Yeah. See, it's not about the size of the man, it's about the size of the mind and the heart. He just had that aura about him. Starting an electrician course at 27, any advice? Stick to it. Stick to it. Do not quit. Anyway, I'm done now. My man, big you up. Good to have some people that man actually know from the real world on here still. Man asked me, when you were on road, were you only beefing or stacking? I was just beefing people. That's it. Did not care about money. Did not care about money. Respect my brother. I'm gone now anyway. Stay wise, ton. TikTok, I'm done until